Welcome to our channel. Today, we're going to summarize A Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens. A Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens is a captivating historical novel set during the French Revolution. The story intertwines the lives of two men, Charles Darnay and Sydney Carton, who are both in love with the same woman, Lucie Manette. As the revolution unfolds in France, their personal struggles and sacrifices mirror the larger social upheaval. Dickens masterfully weaves together themes of love, sacrifice, redemption, and the human capacity for both cruelty and compassion, creating a timeless tale that explores the resilience of the human spirit in the face of injustice and chaos. Chapter 1. The novel opens in 1775 with the introduction of Mr. Jarvis Lorry, a businessman who travels between London and Paris. Lorry is on his way to meet Lucie Manette, a young woman whose father, Dr. Alexander Manette, has been released from the Bastille after spending 18 years in prison. Lorry delivers a message to Lucie that her father is alive and they must travel to Paris to reunite with him. Chapter 2. Lucie and Mr. Lorry arrive in Paris and are taken to a dilapidated apartment where Dr. Manette lives. They find him in a state of constant distraction and compulsively making shoes. It is revealed that he was imprisoned unjustly and has lost his sanity as a result. Lucie is determined to restore her father's mental health and bring him back to England. Chapter 3. 8 years pass, and Lucie's efforts have succeeded in bringing her father back to a semblance of normalcy. Dr. Manette now lives with Lucie and Mr. Lorry in London. Lucie has grown into a beautiful and compassionate woman who captures the hearts of many, including Charles Darnay, a French aristocrat who renounces his family name due to their oppressive actions. Chapter 4. Lucie and Charles fall in love and get married. Meanwhile, in France, the revolution gains momentum, with the common people rising against the oppressive aristocracy. Charles decides to visit Paris, despite the dangers, to help a former servant who is in trouble. Chapter 5. Charles is accused of being a spy and is imprisoned in La Force prison. Lucie and Dr. Manette, along with their loyal friend Sydney Carton, vow to save him. Sydney, a disillusioned and alcoholic lawyer, is deeply in love with Lucie but knows he can never have her. He offers his assistance and promises to do anything to save Charles. Chapter 6. The revolution reaches its peak and the reign of terror begins. The revolutionaries are determined to eradicate all traces of the aristocracy, and anyone associated with the old regime is at risk. Lucie, Dr. Manette, and Sydney work tirelessly to secure Charles' release, navigating the dangerous political climate and facing numerous challenges along the way. Chapter 7. Lucie's unwavering love and devotion, combined with Sydney's cunning, lead to Charles' acquittal. They manage to escape France and return to London. However, their joy is short-lived as Sydney's unrequited love for Lucie intensifies, and he contemplates the sacrifice he might have to make to ensure her happiness. Chapter 8. The story jumps forward several years, and Lucie and Charles have a daughter named Little Lucie. Sydney's love for Lucie remains unchanged, and he becomes a close family friend, always ready to protect and support them. The peaceful life they have built in London is disrupted when Charles receives a letter from Gabelle, his former servant, who is imprisoned and facing execution in France. Chapter 9. Determined to save Gabelle, Charles decides to return to Paris despite the dangers. Sydney, seeing an opportunity to fulfill his unspoken sacrifice, offers to take Charles' place. They switch identities, and Sydney prepares to face his destiny. Chapter 10, Sydney is captured and sentenced to the guillotine. In his final moments, he experiences a profound sense of redemption, knowing that his sacrifice will bring happiness to Lucie and her family. As he faces death, he utters the iconic words, "It is a far, far better thing that I do, than I have ever done. It is a far, far better rest that I go to than I have ever known." Chapter 11, Sydney Carton's selfless act leaves a lasting impact on those who loved him. Charles, Lucie, and their daughter continue to live in London, forever grateful for the sacrifice Sydney made. The revolution in France eventually comes to an end, but the scars left behind are deep and irreversible. Chapter 12, the novel concludes with a reflection on the cyclical nature of history and the possibility of redemption. Dickens emphasizes the power of love, sacrifice, and the human capacity for change. The story of A Tale of Two Cities serves as a poignant reminder that even in the darkest of times, there is hope for a brighter future. Through its richly drawn characters, intricate plot, and vivid historical backdrop, A Tale of Two Cities explores themes of social injustice, sacrifice, and the resilience of the human spirit. Dickens masterfully weaves together the personal and the political, painting a vivid picture of a society torn apart by revolution and the individuals who strive to find meaning and redemption amidst the chaos. Thanks for watching. To read the full version of the book, click on the link in the description below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for similar content.